The liberals, of course, will not understand why they are losing. Clearly, they expect men to be soy boys and take it. So to be an ambassador to men, they send vice presidential nominee and its butterfingers, as a person, Tim Walz, into the wild.
Governor, what kind of gun is it?
This is a Beretta A400. I bought it when I was shooting a lot of trap because it has a kind of their patented thing, a kickoff. So when you get old, it doesn't hurt your shoulder as much.
Clear? That gun is jammed up. Their chances are too. Joining us now for reaction is Aldo Buttazzoni, host of PragerU's Man on the Street. Aldo, what do you make of this seemingly desperate reach for men now? It seems like it's such an obvious effort. It would be almost repelling to men who are watching this.
Yeah, well, first of all, I come from a family of hunters. I've been hunting all my life, and watching Tim Walz handle that gun, first thing I thought was get that gun out of his hands because he's going to hurt somebody. And I think what he's showing on the campaign trail with this video and with a lot of the other ones the Democratic Party are running is that they are desperate with men. And instead of, shifting their actual policy prescriptions or the way that they've been talking about men for the last whatever it is, 8, 10, 20 years, they're now kind of putting on this caricature of men and parading it around to try to convince voters and convince men that they haven't been disparaging men on their platform for the last 4 years. The only thing that the Democratic Party is going to offer men is their own displacement. Kamala Harris and the Democrats have made it very clear that men are going to come last, that this is the time for feminism. This is time for men to take the back seat and for women to be in the forefront. And they've done this in a lot of different ways, but it's always disparaging men, talking about toxic masculinity. And I don't think these contrived videos are going to convince men that the last 4 years of their rhetoric and their anti-man sentiment is going to go away or didn't happen.
Well, Aldo, they needed to rein men, and here they are down on the ground, rain dancing their way. I cannot get enough of this ad. I mean, I actually can't get enough of it. It was painful to watch the full portion of it, but here's another portion of this ad about real men voting for Kamala. Listen.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women. They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Aldo, these men are not afraid of women.
Well, these aren't even actual, regular, typical dudes. After that video came out, it was revealed that 3 of the men in that video were gay or, homosexual men. So, again, I think it really takes you into the mind of the writers of what they think men look like and act like and even sit like. But in my own personal experience, I was the president of my fraternity. I've been around a lot of real guys, and none of them behave or talk like any of the men in that video. So it seems pretty desperate from the Harris campaign.
Well, this goes to the broader cultural discussion of it, too. The Democrats have for decades tried to erode what it is to be masculine or men. They've eroded this image of man, and they've tried to really switch roles, right? More masculine women, more feminized men. And this erosion that they have elicited for decades at this point under this fourth wave or whatever, new wave feminism, it really results in just charades like this that I don't think it's going to actually win over anyone. I can't imagine anyone watching that ad and voting for Trump and then watching that ad and going, you know what? I'm a real man if I pull the lever for Kamala Harris.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.